Hey gang, a quick check-in with Mr. Beau. So things are looking good. He's off muzzle, as you can see, and more relaxed, more comfortable, and just behaving in a much safer fashion. First day and a half was a little dodgy, with him rushing, the crate door and snarling and biting at it. I mean, he had a muzzle on, but he was doing his best. And if he would have not had a muzzle on, I would have reached through. We would have had a stapling, I'm sure. He's actually doing so much better today, just more relaxed, less resistant, and really working with me much more. First couple of days was just really rough as far as him just absolutely pushing against everything and using his size. Good. Good. Beau, come. Go, boy. Please. Boy. There you go. Much better.
Hey everybody, Charm the Good Dog with Mr. Beau Regard, Beau right here, and so we've been chronicling Beau's journey, and if you guys remember, we showed him come in. He came in on muzzle, had a few bite attempts, was in a pretty negative, unsafe space, and then we started working the program. And I showed videos, along the way, which showed him in this kind of uncertain, quiet, concerned space. And what I was trying to do with the series of videos was show this arc of progress that I think a lot of folks don't know, either don't know exists or, well, they haven't been exposed to it, which would explain why they don't know it exists. Because I think a lot of times trainers don't show the entire kind of arc of progress. They show dogs like looking not so great and then looking great. But there typically is an entire middle piece there. And as I kind of explained in different videos, was that it's like going through therapy for humans. And humans don't go into therapy and they're like, yes, their first appointment, and yes, everything's rocking and rolling. Typically it's a bit of a process and it's not so great and it's uncomfortable and you're going through all this different stuff trying to find new ways, new coping mechanisms, new ways of dealing with life, new ways, new behaviors, new habits, new ways of being that are healthier, that are better for you. And so I was trying to kind of draw the parallel with that. And I think it's an apt parallel, showing dogs going through the training process when they're in a really negative space and then moving them into a positive space. It just doesn't go from here to here. It goes, and sometimes it goes slowly and moves into that space. And so we've been showing with Beau how he just came in, looked really unhappy, and then kind of looked a little less unhappy, and then maybe a little bit less unhappy, and got a little bit frisky, mildly, cautiously frisky, and then continued to get better and better. And so today I just want to show you a little bit of work. We finally have our fence back up because our fence has been down for days. So that means that we can do a little more outside work here and have a little more fun. And so I've got Beau just dragging his long line around. What's up, bud? I've got Beau dragging his long line around. He's on the prowl. But mainly I just want to show him having a good time with me. Not that the goal has been, and this is really, really important, the goal hasn't been for me for him to have a good time and for him to be my best friend. This is a happy byproduct. When it occurs, I'm great with it. Not all dogs and trainers are going to be like, I love you to death. But like I said, that's not the priority. The priority is getting a dog from a place where they're unsafe, in a bad space, whatever that space might be, and moving them to a better space. And if they happen to like you along the process, all the better. That said, the main thing I want to focus on is the arc of uncertainty, worry, concern, perceived discomfort, and then slowly how dogs transition an arc into a different space as they become more comfortable in a new way of being. So let's scope it out and let's see what we get. I've got him on the e-collar. He's Mr. Sensitive Guy. He's on a micro educator, the purple educator here. Micro educator. Thought it had a different name for a second. And he works at like between 1, 2, and 3. So we have to be careful with him because he's very, very sensitive. And what I'm going to do is just call him around, have a little fun. It's not going to be like super intense obedience stuff. I just want you to see him a little bit in a looser context. And then we'll be continuing to show the process as he goes into, his go-home sessions with his brother Morty. And we've been teaching him out because he's had resource guarding issues, and there's been multiple bites over resource guarding. So this doesn't show that he's all fixed and all better. This is just one aspect, one dimension of the process, and helping you guys see how he's moved into that other space. But we'll also be demonstrating in other videos with how we're working with the resource guarding and how the owners do with them, him and Morty at the go homes. But this is just a little bit of it's a story that I think is important, that I don't think gets told enough, which is that arc. So enough of me rambling. Let's check them out. And we got so many noises. We got people trimming grass and sawing fences and trains and God knows what. All right, so he's doing his thing. What's up, bud? Beau. And so you can just see he's loosened up a ton. He's in a much more comfortable space, and that has everything to do with him adjusting to a new way of being. And that's why it's important for people to suspend judgment when they see a dog coming into a program and looking uncomfortable. It's like, cool, let's put a camera inside every therapist's office and see how everybody's first session looks, or their second session, or their third session, and let's see how everybody looks in that space. And I think we'll find that humans don't look like they're having a groovy time as they're going through the beginning process of a transformation. And so I just want you guys to see him just kind of doing better, being more loose, more comfy. Beau, come. Hello. Hey. All right. Hi. Break. Watch out for that poop over there. Get out of the way, you big moose. Against his own better judgment, he's actually grown fond of me. Now he's like, yeah, I'll hang out with you. Nope, nope. No jumping, buddy. Beau, come. Good. Break. Break. When I say break, he's free to go. If he wants to follow me, he can follow me. If he wants to wander, he can wander. Beau, come. Get over here. Good boy. Hi. Jesus, like a train. Sit. Good. break. Sit. Beau, come. Good. Good. Anyways, guys, so we don't have to go into this, for 3 hours. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the progress and show you just the natural arc of a dog loosening up, feeling more comfortable, adapting to a new program, a new way of life, new rules, new structure, the whole shebang. You get to see the continuous progress. And like I said, I think it's super important that the entire story gets told more honestly, because I think a lot of the middle pieces are being left out because they don't look as good. I get it, but I think it's important for owners to know that that's a natural thing. If they're training their dogs on their own and they see their dog looking uncomfortable and they start training, a lot of owners are going to be like, I'm doing something wrong, my dog's uncomfortable, this is all, this is bad, this is going in the wrong direction, and they might just abandon training. I'm sure a lot of them do. So it's important that people understand how the actual mechanics of the process, or the arc and development of the process typically works. And so I think this has been a good example, not the most extreme, not the most like shut down or like, most uncertain dog, but he was definitely like super like uncertain and super worried. And now we're in such a better space that I'm hoping that this is helpful for owners, but also for trainers to be a little bit more bold in sharing more of the story. So with that, me and Beau will take a run. Beau, come.